We have been played and manipulated from all our politicians in the world. Please share this information. It's a must.
Did you get the documents I sent 3 days ago?
I did actually, and I looked into them, and I'm shocked. I want to talk about it because I wasn't sure what I was reading here. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you start from the first page, what I see now, the United Nations organization, that's the first, it made an impression because it says the United Nation and not the United Nations as we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the funny thing is, do they sign as one nation? That's the weird thing. As
exactly.
Me too.
Yeah. What does it mean?
And they also says Treasury certificate, people of the Philippines. So, and as we scroll further down, it says United Nations Organization. Again, not in plural, nation. It's only one nation.
Nation, yeah.
And then
International Court of Justice.
Yeah, and then the International
Criminal Court.
Uh-huh.
Everything.
The World
Bank. All the
Financial.
major organizations. Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually this information. I got it from this guy from California. His name is Mike.
Where did he get it?
He told me he got all this information from an organization called Hellenic Assembly, in which from 2013 they exposed these accounts, and the guy that actually exposed these accounts, his name is Artemis Soras, and the Greek government had him in jail for 28 months, and he just came out about 6 months ago. So that's very, very interesting,
Since 2013?
2013, he exposed these accounts. And this organization is trying to expose and tell, I guess, the Greek people that they have money, and not only the Greek people, all over the world.
Yeah,
and that's what basically, yeah. I'm going to look into that, but did you see all the banks that are...
That's the thing. You can see in this document, just to say a few words for the people who have no idea, because like I did, I had no idea until 3 days ago. And in here you can see every country, almost every country, I think, on Earth, hundreds of countries. And in their bank accounts, national banks and other private banks, they have huge amounts of money. And I'm talking huge amounts of money with so many zeros you can't count. It's trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
And it's deposited into every country.
Mm-hmm. And Mike actually told me from where these accounts come from. In 1944, there was the Bretton Woods Conference in which 44 countries came together. They created the IMF, the World Bank, and all these task force, and all these organizations that are supposed to be there.
Yeah, and work for the benefit of the people.
Yeah,
and actually, this Bretton Woods Agreement took place in 1944, and I was thinking that in 1944, there was a war, and in Europe, it was really bad for the people. Everyone was in poverty. People were starving. They were dying of famine. And then you have the treasurers traveling from Europe, going to America and signing these things and depositing huge amounts of money and gold.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, if they had all this wealth, why was Europe dying from poverty? It doesn't make sense. Where did they get all that money?
Yeah. And as you see, the first, it starts alphabetical order. Central Bank of Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Angola.
Oh, countries that we think are so poor.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah. And all this money came down in 1967. Sometimes I think about, this number, 1967, gives me, other things to think. Also with JFK, there's a lot of conspiracy out there, but if you put things together, it kind of makes sense because why maybe they killed JFK. There's a lot of things to consider in our minds because there's a lot of things going on, for years.
Yeah. Because all these things that we knew were happening, that were in the light, weren't making sense. But when you see this, you're thinking there's more to what we can than what is presented to us.
And honestly, Deborah, you know what gives me the chills? Remember when JFK said we are run by secret societies? This hits it right here,
That's right, exactly.
Because
And
you
can
have
see
all
that-
these organizations, you know, so what's the secret? You know, why?
what's the secret and why aren't the governments using it?
Uh-huh. Look, as
Yeah.
you see, Germany. Look, you see, because I'm trying to share a screen. Deutsche Bank, you know, look, it keeps on going with trillions of dollars. You know, Germany.
Yeah, and it's not only about the poor countries, it's about every country, because every country is in debt right now. Every
Mhm.
country is in debt. How can they be in debt if this money really exists in those accounts?
And right now, which we're going through hard times with the whole pandemic, you know, I'm going to
Yeah.
call it plandemic. They could call it a pandemic. I'm going to call it plandemic because to me, something, you know, where there's something is going on with that too. But there's something very
and they're not even using this money for that, because you have now, you know, all countries are paying benefits to their people to stay indoors and whatever,
Mhm.
and they're saying they're in deficit now because of all the money they had to spend.
Yeah.
What about this? Yeah. Someone's
You know,
lying to us.
There's a page. I'm going to find it right now. There's a page that you probably saw it. You know, look at this. Look at this. Central Bank of Switzerland. It has 27 zeros. 20. This is just
27.
one account. 27 zeros.
We can't even fathom, we can't even wrap our minds around these numbers.
Yeah.
And it's in gold, as you said. It's in gold. So it never loses its value, because someone might say that, you know, it was done in 1944 and 1967 came up to light. But, yeah, but this is in gold. It never loses its value.
Of course. Of course. And something else too that we have to tell everybody here, it's all the signatures of the task force, all the agencies, organizations that are involved, politicians. They're all here. You know, if you
Every
scroll down, you can see
official
some-
organization, yes.
Mhm. Every official politician.
Yes, and international justice.
Yeah.
Why is this hidden from the people? I mean, I've never heard of it before. Had you?
No. Honestly, you know, I'm telling you, Mike just sent me these documents. I was mind blown. I was bugging out. You know, I called him back again. He told me more details on where these documents came out. And, you know, I send you this information as I send to other people
and
too.
These are the balances in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 14 years ago. So I imagine these amounts are even greater now. They're even larger now.
Yeah.
So many years later. Yeah.
He basically told me, Mike, that he has some other documents in which it's right now they just signed. It's infinity. They have no number. Yeah.
You can't
They
even
have no
put
number.
the numbers down.
No,
Wow.
they can't put the numbers. Yeah.
I wonder
So-
what the people can do about this. Can't we just, you know, take these documents and go to our local politicians and ask the question, what is this about? Is it possible that they don't know about it? If they're being signed every year, the balances are being signed every year in every country's parliament. So every official should know about it.
This is something where we, the people, have to start coming out and asking our politicians, what's going on? What are these? You know?
Maybe we need to share under this video, maybe share the documents and get the people to have a read through them.
Yeah.
And go ask the question, because it's about our lives. Everyone's
course.
suffering. And then you see all this, and it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like this. If all this money is in there, we need to get some answers.
Of course, yeah. You know what? Another thing that I'm thinking of doing is getting in contact again with Mike, making like a three-way, and also getting involved with down there with the organization. And they probably have more information that they could give us, at least for here, United States, and also Australia. Maybe they have more details. Because, you know, you live in Australia, you have to let your people know what's going on, you know, to all the Australians. And me here in the United States, you know, I have to tell everybody. I live down here in Texas right now. You know, I gotta let the people know in Texas, hey guys, look what's going on. And these documents right here, it's George Bush. It's George W. Bush that signed these documents when he was the president. So, I mean, we gotta get this, spread it out, you know.
And no politician has ever talked about these things. Nobody in no country. And it's not only about Texas or Sydney where I am, but, you know, you see all these immigrants. People are you know, leaving their countries to go find a better future, and they shouldn't really be doing that because they already have wealth in their countries. So why would the leaders be doing this? Why would they be hiding all this information? Why aren't they working with their people? This is amazing. I can't believe it.
South Africa, look at this. Somalia, Solomon Islands, Slovenia,
wow.
China. You know, the funny thing is China's in this too. Everybody, all the 198 countries. This is unbelievable. This is crazy.
They all came together and they all agreed on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they never agreed.
It's amazing. Yeah.
You know what? From what it seems is they never agreed on being there for the people, only for their pockets. My understanding
Obviously not, because this is amazing. We're talking about enormous amounts of wealth in here, and if you take a look around the world, everyone is suffering at the moment.
Yeah.
And we have leaders, these politicians, and they're just talking about debt all the time.
Yeah. Deborah, it was a pleasure talking to you. I'm gonna get in contact with Mike and try to get somebody from that organization to get in contact with us and have like a 4-way chat and getting some more information to give all the people out there.
And thanks for sharing this information
of course.
with me. Yeah, and you know, feel free to just share anything else that comes to you with me, and we definitely need to talk about it more and get the information out there.
Of course, Deborah. It was a pleasure talking. Okay.
Yeah, you too, Kevin.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye bye.